Hello, it's Tennille, your Cloth Nappy Doctor. Welcome to a Wednesday. Is anyone else's week taking forever to get through? I feel like I've done 2 weeks in one so far. It's mad. Alrighty, we are going to chat about wool covers. And the idea is to show you they aren't something scary. They aren't something that take a lot of time. They're really quite difficult, and they're a natural option, and they're also absorbent. Yeah, anyway, I've been showing you with every video I've been doing. Well, I'll just wait a minute for people to come on and discover we're here. So if you know a mum who wants to know about wool covers, share the link, let them know. But one of Abby's carers brought us a avocado plant. She brought me one and I killed it, and now she's brought me this one and I need to transplant it, yet life's so busy I haven't got to it, so it's getting very tall. So I thought we could add a bit of greenery to today's video. It keeps falling over. I need to plant it. So wool covers, you've seen them out there. They're really good. So you've got wool covers that are a wool fleece. Okay, it's a solid material that aren't knitted. Okay, so this one's wool by Baby Beehinds. We'll get started. Let's go. Video's up there. You've got machine knitted wool covers. Usually machine knitted are a closer knit. Doesn't really mean anything. Usually the machine knitted ones, these are the Ecoposh, they've got 2 layers of wool on them, okay, which is great. They usually they're always sized and they're always stretchy to go over your night nappies, which are usually bulkier. That's the Baby Beehinds night nappy, or your one size fitteds. And when you stuff those are usually trimmer, but once you stuff them, you need to get this over the nappy. So you're usually looking for a nice bum in them, okay, and nice and stretchy. That's it. You can also get hand knitted ones, and I was doing it for the first 5 years of Apicali, but I've had a break. We still got some alpaca ones, and I'll come back to them for you as well a bit later and let you know about the alpaca ones, because it's a different type of wool and you don't need to lanolise it. Alrighty, so to lanolise your wool soakers, you can use Lano. I probably said it wrong, but that's okay. Say hello if you're there. If you're having lunch, I might be entertaining your kid. You can use your Lano, and some parents find that sometimes just a little bit difficult with squeezing it in, getting the right amount, dispersing it through the water. So we have at Apicali a range of lanolising products for the mums who are hesitant and the mums who are confident. So I'll show you those. And to lanolise a wool cover, you've got to wash it, then you lanolise it, and then you maintain the lanolising. That's the idea. Once you get your system, it's not hard. It's like setting up for cloth nappies. It's easy. And something to consider, you can use these during the day. You don't have to only use them at night time, because they're great at night because they're absorbent and help repel the liquid. But you can use them during the day and don't lanolise them. So you can have 2 or 3 of these for daytime use, and then when they're damp, you switch them around like your PUL covers, and then have one lanolised for nighttime. So in the Scandinavian countries, I believe, so when we used to stock Imsy Whimsy, I asked the question, do you lanolise? And they were like, well, we don't lanolise during the day, but they use wool covers a lot, all right? So just consider you can use them during the day as well. Okay, to lanolise them, there's a couple of ways. So to wash them, to lanolise, you need to wash them. There is, for the hesitant mum, there's a wool wash, foaming wool wash. You foam it on, spray it on, okay, massage it in, give it a wash. So it's got a little bit lanolin in it already, rinse it out. For the mum who's quite confident, you got the wool wash bars. You shave off some into your water, get it all frothy and ready to go. Put your wool cover in, give them a wash, gently squeeze them out. Now you want to be careful when you're doing that, you don't rub the fibres. So it's just a, you know, like a delicate silk shirt. You don't want to rub the fibres because you cause felting, okay, and then that causes shrinkage. Those who've put it in the dryer and your lovely wool cover went from this size to about this size, very cute for a doll. Okay, so hesitant mums getting started, some foaming wool wash. You can just spray it on, just massage it in the water, make sure it's dispersed, no thinking. This one, you shave, I reckon about that much in. Shave some in. You can even rub it on as long as you're gentle. Yeah, so that's how you wash them. You've done that, take them out, they're all nice and clean. Then you need to lanolise. So they're dripping, they'll be wet, but they're clean, ready to go. And with the Sheepish Grins, they've already got some lanolin in the washing products, so you've already got a head start. So again, for the hesitant mum, you've got liquid lanolin. It's in a little bit of oil, sesame oil. It's not sesame oil. I'll find out, they don't put it on there, but it's in a little bit of oil, and you put 1 to 2 teaspoons into hot water with a little bit of baby shampoo, mix to distribute, add to warm water in a basin or sink and mix prior to adding. That's it, 1 to 2 teaspoons, put it in your bucket, ready to go. You don't even have to think, all right? That is great for mums who are busy, can't be bothered, very efficient, just starting out, easy. Now, you can, for those who are more confident, okay, at that dispersing, those who might use the lacino for when you're breastfeeding, okay, you can use the solid lanolin, okay. There's more lanolin in this one than there is in this one, but you'll still get a good coverage because when you disperse it through the water, you've got to get it dispersed and well. So when you put your cover in, you don't have lumps. So some mums have issues with getting lumps when they use a lacino. So using this one can help until you get confident. Then using the solid lanolin, and they all come in nice little smells and everything. So you add a teaspoon. Trudy and I have had this discussion several times about whether you add baby wash to it or a little bit of shampoo, baby shampoo to help disperse it. If you do, you only need a few drops to help disperse it throughout the warm water. Now this is assuming it's a bucket, what size bucket? You know, like your mop buckets? It's about that size. James? I think he's got his earphones in. Be about a 10 litre bucket of warm water, okay? Or your wash trough, half full, okay? So if you do it in the bathtub, you need to add more lanolin if you're going to do lots of them. It's usually this amount for 1 wool soaker. You can't double the amount to do 2 wool soakers because the first one will have all the lanolin stuck to it and then it'll be all squishy and squeaky or sticky. Okay, so it's usually for 1. Now you can do it for 15 minutes or soak them overnight. I usually do it for a couple of hours. You can test, depends on your water and hardness and your covers, what sort you have, you know. There we go. If you've got any questions, ask me, because I haven't actually really done a video on lanolising or Sheepish Grins. So this one's for confidence mums, this one's for mums who are maybe just starting out, take the guesswork out, which I really love. Alright, so you've done that, you've put it in, it's soaked, it's ready to come out. Now, it shouldn't feel sticky. If it feels sticky, you've got too much lanolin. Okay? If when you put it on you can tell that there's like dark patches, then the lanolin hasn't dispersed through the water properly and the lanolin's just sat in certain spots. Yeah, that's thinking when I was doing it. I do it for Abigail as well, but I used the alpaca soakers for her. Yeah, so you take them out, just gently squeeze. Don't be doing this, all right, because it's going to rub the fibres and it will shrink. and you'll get rough patches on the wool covers. Pop it in a towel, roll the towel up to squeeze the excess water out, and then lay them flat. Laying them flat will help them keep their shape and not be stretched in funny directions. They should lanolise. Now, in between lanolizing treatments, and lanolizing treatments are usually about once a month. So it's once a month of about 15 minutes, if that, at the sink. And then every couple of weeks. So when you need to wash these, so in between, let me get back to that. In between, you can just do top up lanolin with the creamy lanolin spray. You just spray it on just a bit. Don't wet it. It's just a spray. I generally did it on the inside because that's where the wee's going. And then let it dry. Just turn it inside out, just 1, 2, maybe 3, depending on the size of your cover. And then you're ready to go. Now, how many wool covers do you need? 2 to 3. 1 drying, 1 being used, 1 in emergency. That's how I usually did it. How often do you need to wash them? When they smell. So you don't need to wash them every day. So when you've used them, leave them to dry. Leave them to air. Just hanging over a rack, put them pop on the line, lay them flat. When they start smelling, and you can smell it, bye James, and you can smell them, then they need a wash. So then you go through the routine of washing, lanolizing, again, which is usually every couple of weeks. So if you rotate 2 of them, you're pretty good. Yeah, if they pop on the wool cover, you gotta wash it and clean it. How do you know? So wool covers are a protective layer. They're designed to be waterproof or water resistant, difference between those two, and absorb some liquid. If you're getting leakage from your nappies in the wool cover, you need more absorbency in your nappy. So if you find you've got leakage, find out where on the cover it is. Is it down in the groin? Is it at the front? Is it at the back? It will usually be in these areas, down the bottom. That's where you need to put your absorbency. So grab a booster, put it on, and put the cover over the top. That's wool covers. That's it. They really are that simple. So I knitted up some alpaca soakers, and alpaca soakers don't need lanolizing because the wool structure is different. It's a hollow fibre, and it helps to keep warmth and keep cool and to repel liquid. So if you look at alpacas or llamas, the water just runs off. So it's a bit like your fleece covers, repels it back in. That's the idea. Now again, like wool covers, they're like a PUL cover. You've got to make sure you've got enough absorbency in the nappy. This we use as a cover for Abigail, and works well. Once I feel it damp, I change the nappy because the nappy is absolutely saturated, and then I put another alpaca cover on. So that's one option. Overnight you can do that, however it's quite a bit of confidence and testing around. Some parents have fabulous success. It's just a bit new. It's different too. It hasn't got that waterproofing lanolin layer and absorbency as these do. So you've got to make sure you've got your absorbency in your nappy. That's the biggest option. A lot of parents use them as pants. I use them for pants as for Abigail as well. So yeah. So we've got a few left. My parents are selling their farm, so I can't get more wool. So what we got is all we got. That's it. And they're a double knit, so nice and thick and really soft. Lovely. So if your child's allergic to wool, this is another option. There you go. They're wool covers. You can knit your own. There's heaps of patterns. Just make sure when you get the pattern, and with the ones I knitted, I altered all the patterns to make sure it's got a nice big bum to take these really bulky nappies, because they're usually a bit more bulky on bub compared to the old terries. Yeah. Hi, Cassandra. Great, not as hard as I thought they would be. No. Do you sell all the products at Apicali? Absolutely. We sell all these at Apicali. I've just placed another order for Sheepish Grins because they move very fast. And they come in lots of scents as well. And we're slowly increasing the scents that we have because then it smells nice. This natural sleep blend sells the best. It smells good. There's lavender. We had chocolate at one stage, but one mum said it just smells good, and then I've got to go eat chocolate. So yeah, so we got all those. It's not difficult. If you have any issues, you email us. Trudy's written a blog for Lacino, but you can apply it to the solid lanolins. I've written a few blogs. There's a couple of videos on YouTube as well. I think I was using Imsy Winsy products, but it's similar idea. Videos are coming for these. You know, but I'm a mama like you. I've got stuff to do. So there we go. There you go. So, as you know, today is letter G for giraffe. And it's share an image today. We had a competition yesterday. I know there's more coming up. So come join us in the Cloth Nappy Chats Facebook group for some giggles and snorts. There's been some great stuff coming up. It's people doing covers that have been repurposed for bags. It's great seeing all this stuff come up. Things you think aren't that interesting are. Okay, there you go. I might try and go plant my avocado. Looks good, doesn't it? Anyway, maybe I should put some more greenery in the house. Makes me happy. Righty. Okay, guys, it's Wednesday. I will see you. I'll see you. I won't see you tomorrow. I'll see you next week for our AMA on pre-folds and flats. That's during the day. It's a dress up and competition. That's on next Thursday. Next Wednesday at lunchtime, I will do the larger cloth nappies. That was meant to be tonight, but a doctor's appointment's come up. But next week will be the larger cloth nappies for children. And I'll go through that one for lunchtime, just because that's easier at the moment. But they're always on Facebook. They'll be on YouTube. Easy. Okay, guys, have a wonderful, absolutely wonderful Wednesday. It's hump day. Yay! I will see you all next week, unless I pop on and answer some questions. Come join us in the group. Bye.